I'm launching the Pathways to Work Commission report. We've been working in Barnsley for the last year. The leader of the council, Rt Hon, set up the commission. I've had a brilliant set of commissioners, brilliant work from the council, lots of engagement with local businesses and local residents, and we've been looking at this problem of economic inactivity. Arguably, it's the biggest economic problem locally and nationally. There's two distinct groups. There are people who are officially unemployed according to the government, and they are actively seeking work, but then the bigger group are the economically inactive, and these are people who are classified as unable to work. But the problem is that the whole system is geared to the minority rather than the majority. The people who are out of the labour market because they're ill, they're not being helped at all. They're suffering the consequences of not having a job. The local economy is suffering the consequences, and the welfare bill, it just becomes unsustainable. There's some unique features to the Commission's work. First of all, it's a deep dive into what's going on in Barnsley and South Yorkshire in a way that hasn't been done before. Secondly, we've done a lot of surveys and polling of people who are economically inactive. And the third aspect of it that I think is very unique to Barnsley is there's a get up and go attitude here. We've been able to tap all of that and come up with a diagnosis and a prescription that fits Barnsley, but also has implications for the country as a whole. The really good news is that when we survey people, 7 in 10 of those who are out of work because they're ill would like to find a job. The problem is this: only 1 in 10 of those people have any contact with employment services. So the very thing that they want is the very thing that's not being supplied. And that's why you need big reforms of the employment service, health service and welfare to make sure that people fulfil their aspirations to do what they want to do, which is get back into the labour market. So we need to find a better way of getting the health service and employment support services working together. We've got to get job centres focusing on the majority of people. Employers have really got a big role to play here as well to make sure the jobs on offer security plus flexibility. In some ways, Barnsley's story is Britain's story. We've gone from an era of mass unemployment, and Barnsley was the epicentre of it, to a situation where unemployment here is lower than the national average. It's phenomenal what's been achieved, but we still got too many people who are out of the labour market because they're not well, and we've got to try to help them back. You've got to really focus on it, and it's got to become not just a local imperative, it's got to become a national imperative. If one person gets into a job, that's a prize that is worth having, because it'll change their lives.